5 affordable 177 PCP air rifles. 5 very different ways to solve the same problem. 1 is a heavy regulated workhorse. 1 is light enough to carry all afternoon. 1 delivers more power than most hunters expect from this caliber. And the winner gives you the kind of tuning control that used to cost 4 times as much. But there is a trap hiding in the velocity numbers. A rifle advertised at 1,200 feet per second is not automatically more accurate than one running at 900. A lightweight Diabolo pellet can cross the sound barrier and then slow back through the transonic region. That transition can disturb the pellet and open the group. For responsible small game hunting, consistency matters more than the biggest number printed on the box. That is why this ranking is based on 5 things that matter in the field: regulator behavior, realistic pellet performance, filling burden, handling, and total value after you include the air source. We are counting down from number 5 to number 1. Every model is available in 177 caliber. Every pick has a clear use case. And before you buy or hunt, check the rules for your state, city, species, season, and property. Airgun law in the United States is not one national rule. Now let us start with the rifle that proves old school size, can still deliver modern consistency. Number 5. The Umarex Gauntlet 177. First, this is the original Gauntlet. It is not the Gauntlet 2. Umarex states that the Gauntlet 2 was not offered in 177 caliber. That correction matters because the specifications are completely different. The original 177 Gauntlet uses a regulated 13 cubic inch air tank and a 10-shot rotary magazine. Umarex lists a maximum velocity of 1,000 feet per second. The built-in regulator is the main reason this rifle still belongs in the conversation. It controls the air delivered to the valve and helps hold velocity closer from shot to shot. That means less vertical movement in the group as tank pressure falls. For pellets, do not build the setup around the lightest alloy option. Start with quality domed pellets. Test several weights with a chronograph and on paper. The right combination is the one that produces a stable speed spread and repeatable groups from your rifle. A useful field tune often matters more than the advertised maximum. The Gauntlet also makes sense for a hunter who works from a blind, bench, or supported position. Its long barrel and substantial weight help it settle on target. The shrouded system keeps the report more controlled than a bare muzzle. Here is the compromise. This rifle weighs about 8.5 pounds before adding an optic. It is nearly 47 inches long. The bolt action also feels dated beside the side levers, higher on this list. Filling the large tank with a hand pump is possible, but it is not the pleasant part of ownership. The official Umarex listing places it in the mid-$200 range when available. At that price, it remains a strong regulated value for a stationary hunter. But the next rifle gives up the regulator to cut weight, cost, and complexity. Number 4. The Gamo Arrow PCP. The Arrow is the grab-and-go choice in this lineup. It weighs about 5 pounds and measures roughly 39 inches overall. That difference is obvious after an hour in the woods. The rifle does not pull your shoulder down, and the narrow synthetic stock moves easily through brush. Gamo uses an ambidextrous straight-pull charging handle behind the breech. It is faster than a conventional turn bolt and easy to reach from either side. The 10-shot quick-shot magazine keeps the rifle compact. The 128 cubic centimeter tank is small enough to make manual filling realistic. Gamo claims up to 60 shots per fill in 177, although useful shot count will depend on pellet weight, temperature, and the velocity range your rifle prefers. The advertised ceiling is 1,200 feet per second. Treat that as a marketing maximum with lightweight pellets, not as the speed you must chase. The Arrow is more convincing when paired with a heavier domed pellet that stays comfortably below the sound barrier. Confirm the result with a chronograph, then shoot groups at every distance you plan to use. Whisper Fusion sound control is integrated into the rifle. The all-weather stock does not care about rain, mud, or scratched walnut. Current official pricing has placed the basic Arrow near $200, which leaves room in the budget for a reliable optic and a proper high-pressure hand pump. The drawback is consistency across a complete fill. The Arrow does not offer the same regulated control as the Gauntlet, Stormrider configuration, Flash-R Quiet Energy, or Avenger. It works through a useful pressure window. Learn that window and refill before velocity drops out of it. For a new PCP owner who values low weight and a simple air supply, the Arrow makes real sense. But number 3 trades that featherweight feel for regulation, a larger tank, and the highest advertised energy in this ranking. Number 3. The Hatsan Flash-R QE. This is the power-focused option. Hatsan lists up to 29 foot-pounds in 177 caliber. The company also lists up to 55 shots at optimal velocity from a 215 cubic centimeter cylinder. That tank fills to 250 bar, or about 3,625 psi. A factory regulator holds the working pressure, near 125 to 130 bar. Those numbers explain the personality of the rifle. The Flash-R Quiet Energy is designed to deliver a stronger, more repeatable air pulse than a basic entry model. It uses a side lever action, 2 rotary magazines, a single shot tray, and the adjustable Quattro 2-stage trigger. The precision rifled and choked barrel sits inside a fully shrouded quiet energy system. Hatsan claims the system can reduce sound by up to 50%. The advertised velocity reaches 1,250 feet per second with very light alloy pellets. With heavier conventional pellets, Hatsan lists up to 1,150. Neither figure should become your automatic hunting tune. A 177 Diablo pellet usually behaves better when it never crosses the sound barrier. Test heavier domed pellets and tune your expectations around accuracy, not noise at the chronograph. In the field, the Flash-R Quiet Energy offers a stable synthetic thumbhole stock, an optics rail that accepts common mounting systems, and an accessory rail under the forearm. The anti-knock system also helps prevent unwanted air loss if the rifle is bumped during transport. Now for the price of all that air and power. The rifle is about 48 inches long and roughly 7.5 pounds before the scope. The larger cylinder is much better matched to a PCP compressor than repeated hand pumping. It is also a fixed power platform, so it does not give you the broad external tuning control of the Winner. At roughly $330, this is the choice for the hunter who wants maximum factory output and regulated consistency. Number 2 goes in the opposite direction. It is lighter, more traditional, and much easier to support with a hand pump. Number 2. The regulated DIANA Stormrider. The Stormrider earns this position because it removes one of the biggest barriers to PCP ownership. The air system is small and manageable. DIANA lists a 100 milliliter cylinder with a maximum fill pressure of 200 bar, or about 2,900 psi. That is a far easier hand pump job than filling the high-pressure tanks on the Avenger or Flash-R Quiet Energy. In its current regulated configuration, DIANA lists 20 foot-pounds in 177 caliber, a 9-shot magazine, a 2-stage improved trigger, and a maximum advertised velocity of 1,050 feet per second. The rifle weighs a little over 5 pounds. The beach stock gives it the balance and feel of a traditional sporter instead of a large tactical PCP. That combination is useful in real woods. The rifle is easy to carry. The bolt is simple. Open sights are included, and the receiver has an 11mm rail for an optic. The barrel system is moderated, with a sensible domed pellet and a stable high subsonic velocity. The Stormrider can become a very practical setup for short to moderate field distances. There is one buying trap you need to understand. The name Stormrider covers more than one market configuration. The current DIANA product page describes an integrated regulator. Some United States listings still identify Generation 2 rifles that may be sold without a regulator or with an optional regulator installation. Confirm the exact stock keeping unit and included equipment before paying. Do not assume every box marked Stormrider contains the same air system. The other limitation is capacity. A 100 milliliter cylinder is easy to fill because it is small. It also stores less air. Expect fewer useful shots than a large bottle rifle, and plan the refill before leaving home. For the hunter who wants a light wood stock PCP, without immediately buying a compressor, the regulated Stormrider is the smartest minimalist package here. But number 1 wins because it can be tuned around the pellet, the distance, and the available air source. Number 1. The Air Venturi Avenger. The Avenger takes the top spot because no other rifle in this price class combines this much external control with this much verified 177 performance. Air Venturi gives you an externally adjustable regulator with a listed range from 1200 to 3000 psi. It also provides external hammer spring adjustment and 2 separate pressure gauges. One gauge monitors the main cylinder, the other monitors regulated pressure. That layout lets an experienced owner build a balanced tune around pellet weight, desired velocity, and shot count without treating the rifle like a sealed mystery box. The 177 version uses a 180 cubic centimeter cylinder. Maximum fill pressure is 300 bar, or 4,351 psi. Air Venturi lists up to 70 shots per fill, a maximum velocity of 1,000 feet per second, and up to 22 foot-pounds. The 10-shot magazine is driven by a smooth side lever. The barrel is fully shrouded. The 2-stage trigger is adjustable. Weight is about 6.5 pounds, so it sits between the light Stormrider and the heavy Gauntlet. The real advantage is not maximum power, it is control. You can pursue an efficient high subsonic setup with a quality domed pellet instead of accepting one factory compromise. Use the manufacturer manual and a chronograph. Make one controlled change at a time. Never turn adjustment screws blindly or service a pressurized system. In the field, the Avenger gives you a combination optics rail, an accessory section under the forearm, sling mounting points, 2 magazines, and a single-shot tray. Current pricing runs roughly from the mid-300s to $400 depending on seller and stock material. The Avenger does demand better filling infrastructure. Reaching 300 bar with a hand pump is possible on paper and exhausting in practice. A proper airgun-rated compressor makes ownership far easier. Still, the final verdict is clear. The Arrow is cheaper. The Stormrider is easier to pump. The Flash-R Quiet Energy is more powerful. The Gauntlet is steadier from a supported position. The Avenger wins because it adapts. For a budget-minded 177 hunter who wants one platform to learn, tune, and keep, this is the best overall choice in 2026. Before we close, remember that a PCP rifle is only half of the system. A normal shop compressor that stops near 150 PS. I cannot fill any rifle on this list. Small cylinders around 100 to 130 cubic centimeters can work well with a quality multi-stage hand pump. Larger cylinders and fill pressures above 250 bars are much better matched to an airgun-rated high-pressure compressor. Use hoses, fittings, filters, and gauges rated for the pressure involved. Follow the compressor cooling schedule. Keep moisture under control with the filtration method recommended by the equipment manufacturer. Never use oxygen or any gas that the rifle maker has not approved. Inspect the fill connection before every use, and stop if a seal, hose, or gauge looks damaged. The legal side matters just as much. At the federal level, a weapon powered only by compressed air is generally outside the firearm definition that depends on an explosive propellant. State and city law can be far stricter. New Jersey law includes many air guns within its firearm definition. New York City restricts possession and sale without the required authorization. California allows pellet rifles for certain small game uses and does not apply its firearm ammunition restriction to pellet rifles, but species and method restrictions still apply. Sound moderation is another area where guessing can become expensive. Factory-integrated shrouds are not the same thing as every removable aftermarket device. Do not modify or attach a sound-reducing part unless you have confirmed federal, state, and local legality. Check the current wildlife regulations before every season. Confirm the species. Confirm the allowed method. Get landowner permission. Use a safe backstop. And limit every field shot to a distance where your rifle, pellet, and ability have already proved repeatable on paper. So that is the final order. Number 5. The original Umarex Gauntlet 177. Number 4. The Gamo Arrow PCP. Number 3. The Hatsan Flash-R QE. Number 2. The regulated DIANA Stormrider. And number 1. The Air Venturi Avenger. Which one fits your setup better? The hand pump-friendly Stormrider or the fully adjustable Avenger? Tell me in the comments. If you want more honest PCP rankings without the marketing fog, subscribe and stay close. Next time, we will compare the best heavy 177 hunting pellets for regulated rifles. Keep your air clean and your groups tight. I will see you next time.